There are famous holes on the PGA Tour, and then there are the infamous ones, the ones that give players genuine anxiety. Meet 17 at TPC Sawgrass, the Island Green. 132 yards, par 3 with, yes, the green on an island, taking down some of the best of the very best. Now, according to the PGA Tour, there have been only 5 years since 1983 where players have averaged under par. And unlike other holes on the tour where players get better over the years, that does not happen here. Take a look at some of the stats there. So I mentioned par 3, 137 yards, 8 holes in one all time. The most recent was back in 2017. However, since 2003, 182 balls went in the water there. 29 double bogeys accumulated back in 2019. That was the last time we saw the full tournament here with the players, because of course it was canceled in 2020 due to the pandemic. Let's welcome and host of Course Record on CBS Sports Network, Michael Breed. Michael, we're getting ready to see some of the best in the world play this weekend at the Players. They are all prepping for 17. So break down Island Green for us, why it's so difficult and how the players can try, I emphasize try, to succeed there.
Well, listen, you said it right, Amanda. It is one of those shots that your heart beats a little bit. And every player talks about how when they're playing the 16th hole, the par 5, they're all looking at 17 ahead of their shot because they know that's in front of them. They know the challenges. They're looking at the wind. Let's take a little look at this hole. It is a fantastic hole and a hole that really offers a lot of different things. Like you said, you can make some hole-in-ones. There haven't been a lot, but you can make a hole-in-one. But you can also make a double or what we call an other. We don't want to see any of that. I'm actually going to get a chance at this, but I want to show you what this looks like. This is what the Island Green looks like, the 17th. Let's take a little helicopter view of this, and you can see we're going to kind of go along this tees. These are the other tees, maybe the drop area. Over on the left-hand side here, this is the 18th hole. We're going to get a peek at that in just a second, but pay attention to this green. See how it slopes from the back to the front. And we've got that traditional hole location on the right-hand side. That 16th hole, by the way, that's exactly what you saw. Now, how do we execute when we're nervous? We've got to hit this shot over the water. Everybody's watching us. There's the fear of failure. We got to cut. Okay, first, we got to breathe a little bit. You got to do what we call box breathing. I'll tell you about box breathing at some other point. But we got to do a little bit of that. Also, too, most importantly, you take your water ball that you have in your pocket that you were going to use just in case you hit it in the water. Don't hit that ball. I want you to hit a nice new Titleist out there, and I want you to have the confidence that you're going to succeed. Now, here's how you have the confidence. You're all looking at this water right here, and you're going, man, that looks wet. It looks cold. It looks wet. It doesn't look like a place you want to hit a ball. Don't look there. What I want you to do is I want you to pick a high target. And right up here, I want you to look at those trees as you go up top, and I want you to pick the highest part of that tree and maybe even a limb. So when I go over to hit this shot, I'm going to be looking at a little limb that's just to the left of that tree that's just off the left edge of the bunker. So let's come on over here. And when we go over here, you can see that tree right there that's just off the left edge of the bunker. I'm not going to try to hit it at the tree. I'm going to try to hit it at a limb on the tree. And I know players who will go, well, I'm going to hit it at a leaf on a limb of the. I'm telling you, this is one of the things. Pick small target. High targets and small targets. Now, here's what we're going to do. I know, I can feel you, Amanda, I can feel you're nervous. I'm nervous too, all right? Heart's beating a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get back here. I'm going to organize. Huh? What's
breathe.
That?
Breathe. Take your own advice. Just breathe.
I got to do my box breathing. So I'm going to box breathe right here. I'm going to take a practice swing, get confident. I'm going to get my intermediate target. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm not going to take the aggressive route. I'm picking that limb that's on the left-hand side of that bunker. Oh, I'm nervous. Oh, the nervousness. And now what we're going to do is just focus on hitting that target right there. All right, now let's see if I got it. I got it going at the tree. Did I get it over the? Yes. Yes. Wait, I think Bryce did the third. Yes. That's how you do it. Now, here's what I want to do. Thank you very much. I'll be here all week. Now, what I want to do is I want to show you what we're going to do when we get aggressive with this, all right? So what I'm going to do on this one is I'm going to take this right at that target. Now, when I go at the flag, there is no tree for me to go at. So now I'm going to hit it at the space in between these trees. And there may be a cloud, there may be something that you're going to choose. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get in here, I'm going to go a little bit to the right of that. And again, this would be, I need a birdie to catch the leader. I got to be aggressive. But now I'm going right in there. Here we go. I got it going. I pulled it just a little bit. Now I got to draw. You know what happens when you do that, Amanda? This is what happens to all of us, okay? And you do your box breathing. You're doing all those different things. But you know what happens to you? What happens to you is at the very last second, you have this little guy that's sitting on your shoulder that says, don't hit it in the water. Please don't hit it in the water. Whatever you do, don't hit it in the water. And that's what I did. In fact, I'll tell you something that's interesting. There were 5 others. I know there were 25 double bogeys last time it was played, because remember, we didn't play in 2020. There were 24 double bogeys, but there were 5 others, which means they were making 6s, 7s, or 8s. This is a hole that has your attention. There's no question about it.
Thank you so much for joining us here. You can see much more from Michael Breed on his show Course Record there on CBS Sports Network, Mondays at 7 Eastern.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.